Welcome back to more movies. Speaking of movies, I told you a long time ago I had copies of Pacific Rim. Here they are, 1 and 2. Pacific Rim Uprising, which is the second movie, and then Pacific Rim, which was the first. Both excellent features. Of course, I classify them under the sci-fi era. Of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger picture, Commando, Apostle Paul. This is part of my Jim Caviezel collection. And if you shouldn't, excuse me, if you're into the BBC comedy, as I am, this is a really great series, Fawlty Towers. And I believe John Cleese is the main character in this one. You'll probably remember John Cleese from the movie Silverado, starring Scott Glenn. There you are. Now, yeah, some of these pictures, you know, I know you're not going to want to see, like Chicken Story. This is part 2 of the adventure. I have part 1. It's a sad, true story about these, Scandinavian guy. He's called down by horse rescue people to Spain to rescue Chica. And unbeholden to him, as he takes the horse back to his home, he visits a certain area, which it's a great documentary. Back to his home, an equestrian expert spots the horse, a knot in the horse's neck, and diagnoses as cancer. And of course, you know, the horse eventually passes away. And this is the second one, which deals with that passing. Now, Chica was a pony club horse, or if you remember the pony books, let me make sure I get that right, because it was amazing how the 2006, the pony editors from countries around the world rescued a horse who was starving and near death. This horse was chained up in a field. They named her Chica and gave her a second life. And for 2 years, she lived on a ranch in Spain, regaining her health and strength. And then it was decided that Chica would have much a better life as she was closer to her family. To the pony club in Norway, and so, after a 40-day journey through Europe, Chica finally arrived at a new home, a beautiful farm in Norway owned by a horse missionary named Gear, with lush green fields, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer, so you basically know what's going on. I just want to give you a highlight. This is really, really, if you're into horses, you'll love this story. And I encourage you to get that. Jason Bourne, Matt Damon. Excellent, excellent series. Now this is the original BenHur. I also have the new one that came out with I can't remember his name. Well, maybe it's this one here. No, this is the original, and the other one which came out, which I didn't think was as good as this one. I mean, some movies, the original is going to be the best, and there's no argument about it. I mean, it's just like trying to do a remake on The Wizard of Oz. I mean, the epic shots that they made back in, like Cleopatra and other movies, The Ten Commandments. These movies can never be remade. I mean, they can make an attempt at it, but you know, these are icon movies. You just can't do it. This is another one called The Wedding Singer, with Adam Sandler. Yeah, you just can't replace those. Andy Griffin Show, 50 years. Funny story about this. There's a movie here called Return to Mayberry. I'm sure any Andy Griffin fans have seen that picture. And then you had people coming on eBay and Amazon trying to sell the movie by itself for $200, and heck, $5 you get the movie plus the 50th anniversary collection of the top Andy Griffin shows. Never buy something because you see it on Amazon or eBay. Do research. There's always nine times out of 10 you're going to find it dirt cheap somewhere. Legendary. Starring Patricia Clarkston, Josina, and Danny Glover. I didn't know wrestlers made movies. Well, Rock. The Great Smoky Roadblock with Henry Fonda and Susan Sarandon. And I have a 3-movie collection here, westerns. And first one is the Sacketts, followed by Conager and Catlow. With Selleck, Tom Selleck in the Sacketts. I thought, well, Sam Elliott, and then Sam Elliott again in Conager, and of course Yul Brynner in Catlaw. This is an excellent picture with Bruce Willis, Harsh War. This is dealing with a World War II prisoner of war camp. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I will highlight a little bit of it. Willis is a colonel, and he's in charge of the prisoners of war at a POW camp that he's a prisoner at. Or he's a head POW. And the second character here is Colin Farrell, and he's a lieutenant captured and winds up at this same prisoner of war camp. And they're trying to escape. Willis has got all officers in one barracks and sergeants and stuff like that. And it boils down to it. One man is killed, another one is blamed for it. And it just gets out unbelievably crazy. Life in a prisoner of war camp. Let's just play it that way. We'll let you make up your mind whether you like it or not. Now, I have a series of John Ackerberg shows here. This deals with the Bible and the universe, as you know how the Bible and the universe go along together. And of course, back in the 60s, along with Speed Racer, was the TV series The Thunderbirds. You know, I like how Hollywood tries to bring these movies like that to life. I have the Bill Paxton movie Thunderbirds, and they should have left it alone. Just like Speed Racer, they should have left it alone. Can't show you anything in these because there's nothing in them. All right. Creed. Now, I'm going to probably be showing this to you again because what I'm doing right now is I'm reorganizing. Like I said, I moved in here over a year ago. And I'm just now getting to the point where I'm reorganizing my movies, putting them together and so forth. I have all the Rockies and all Rocky 2, and of course what am I trying to say? Creed 2, and I got Creed, and I'm trying to keep them all together, but I just ran across this now, and it's going to go to where it belongs, so yes, I will run across it again. You'll probably see it again. Okie dokie. Apollo 11. Get this. If you're into manned spaceflight and so forth, you'll want this in your collection. Another good one is The Crown and the Dragon. Good science fiction, not science fiction, but good fantasy piece. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons and things like of that nature, you'll love that. I promise you, you will. This is the Nanny McPhee collection. Sorry about that. This is the Nanny McPhee collection. And Nanny McPhee returns. Every once in a while my computer goes crazy. Maleficent. Again, you'll probably see Maleficent 2. This is Maleficent 2. So you'll be seeing Maleficent 1 popping up here pretty soon. Along with Mary Poppins. This is the second Mary Poppins with Emily Blunt. Mary Poppins Returns. And then we have a great animated feature, Over the Hedge. Secretariat. Casper, I have all the Caspers. I used to have them all together. Racing Stripes. This is about a zebra that runs a race. And of course, the World Wars, dealing with the Second World War. And of course, if you grew up in the 80s, and you'll know about this one, Police Academy. This is the complete series, or complete movies. Movie collection, that is. All of them. That's Police Academy 2, Police Academy 3, Back in Training, Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol 5, Assignment Miami 6, Under Siege, and of course the 7th picture, Mission to Moscow. One of my favorites, The Little Rascals. This is the Collector's Edition 88 Classic Episodes. This is hilarious. Of course, I grew up watching these guys on regular TV back before they had cable and satellite and all that. I mean, when I was growing up, I mean, that was Saturday morning. I mean, of course, we get to watch these after school. A patriotic picture dealing with the Revolutionary War is Sons of Liberty. If you're into the Revolutionary War, then you'll definitely be into this. This whole pulls back no punches. This is why I like nowadays, some of the nowadays war pictures, because I mean, you're not seeing bubblegum westerns and you're not watching cap guns and stuff like that. I mean, you're actually seeing what you need to be seeing. And we have ScoobyDoo, Snow Creature. Now you see me put some over here. These are the ones I'm matching up with the rest of the collections I have of them. This is why I say you'll probably see these videos again, you know. But I mean, you'll be seeing them with other videos where they belong. The Final Countdown with Kirk Douglas. It's about it's about an aircraft carrier that gets slung back in time into World War II just before the Battle of Pearl Harbor. The Seventh Son. Now here we have 17 features of over 9 hours of viewing of science fiction pictures. Radar Men from the Moon, The Giant Gila Monster, Phantom from 10,000 Leagues, Amazing Transparent Man, Aliens from Space, The Brain That Wouldn't Die. I grew up with these pictures. Of course, if you're young, I mean, you may not enjoy those. That's the beginning of science fiction era that you, when you watch your Star Trek and Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica and your space pictures and stuff like that, that was the beginning of science fiction era, where all these came from. And of course, the complete Brady Bunch. I picked that up because, yeah, although I didn't watch the Brady Bunch when it was out, I later did, you know. I learned, I appreciate, you know, good television, and nowadays there's no, to me, there's television just bites as far as daytime TV goes. I prefer to watch a good, clean picture. Or, I'm sure you older people who are maybe looking at this can appreciate what I'm talking about when it comes to wholesome TV. Now with cable, you see all sorts of stuff. You can flip one channel and be watching murder, splatter, and everything else, and then the next you're looking at pornography, and we're all gone crazy, but we got our movies, and as long as we have our collections, I mean, stuff like this, we're all right. We'll see you next time for part 10. You have been watching my collection here of DVDs and Blu-rays, part 9, and we'll see you next time. Until then, I'm James.